Reigning Group 2 champion Shan Seejatan spoke to us on his defense of his title this year. How you got into motor racing?
Well, a friend of mine by the name of Aaron Batoon came by me to start fixing his car, and he keep pushing me into, you should get going, you should drive, you're a good driver already from the road driving. And for some reason my dad was inspired by that, but we had to convince my mom. She was the one that was kind of scared and stuff, and that was it. I just got in. Aaron helped me fix up the car. That was my first car, a Toyota AE81, and we went racing.
Alright, tell me a bit about the car that you won the last championship with.
Oh well, that's my Honda Civic. That's right next to us here, and it's a stock built K20, and I think last November we produced 247 brake horsepower, and it's very reliable, and it was a very smooth car.
Tell me why you chose a 2-liter opposed to like a 1800 or so.
Well, when I bought the car came with a 2-liter, so we just decided to go with it. But we had to run more heavyweight with the 2-liter, obviously, but it makes more power, so it kind of compensates a little bit.
Yeah, but with the weight, we know weight is basically a killer for a race car. So with the 1800, that would pose some kind of an advantage over the 2-liter in some way.
Well, the 1800cc car would make less power, but it would get the advantage in outbraking a 2-liter, because I'm probably carrying 400 or 500 pounds more than the 1800cc engine. Some drivers are claiming they're making less power, but they're fetching maybe 400 pounds lighter than my car. So they'd be the advantage of outbraking that person going into the corner. You get more acceleration out of the corner. So all in all, choosing the 2-liter, it's not that it has, yes, it makes more power, but there's a lot of advantage you using a smaller engine because of the weight factor. So,
But you wouldn't actually decide to go down to an 1800 to gain that advantage on a 2-liter engine?
No, because of the fact that I've already set up this and it's doing good for me right now. But I just tuned my car to accommodate the extra weight. And some guys are complaining about the weight and the power that the 2-liter is making, that much more power. But at the end of the day, it's who can outbrake one another going into a corner and who can come out faster. And obviously the lighter car would have the advantage. So,
but that doesn't deter you in any way?
No man, let's go out there and battle.
So what was your car before the Honda?
I had a Toyota 11, 4AG, natural aspirated, and I used to do very well in it.
Alright, what are some of the modifications other than the engine swap that you had done to this car?
Well, it's technically the suspension, and well, we didn't have to lighten up, we actually had to add weight to the car. It's a very simple and very not much spent last November.
Alright, tell me a bit about the championship. How difficult was it to win this championship?
Well, firstly, if I didn't have the team that I had last November, it would have been impossible to accomplish this. And it wasn't that hard as long as you had the right setup on your car and everybody worked together and we got the car to handle good. That was one of the plus side of everything. Car handled extremely well last November, and it didn't have the amount of power that we have right now. And the power and the handling was just perfect for it, and it made winning very easy.
The competition in this group, how difficult was it to deal with like Chet and Ramiz and the other guys? I mean, we know Chet won Group 2 championship 5 times.
Well, actually last November he didn't run. I did think he had some technical problems, but with Ramiz and them guys, our aim is to win CMRC for Group 2 for Guyana. So we drove a team drive and we worked together. We didn't go against one another or nothing like that. Me and Ramiz went and we drove just to get as much points as possible for Guyana.
Or with the current rule changes, we know some drivers are for it in terms of the aero and some are not. Where do you stand with that?
Well, technically right now my car has no aero and it handles perfect for me, and I don't really have a problem with them not accepting it, because at the end of the day I think we should try to keep the cost down of the group, because of the fact that we're trying to keep everyone in the sport.
How do you plan on defending your championship this year?
Well, I was supposed to go to Jamaica, but we had a broken gearbox. The first race meet, the local race meet for Guyana, we had a broken gearbox and we couldn't have everything finished in time to go to Jamaica. However, we're working on it right now. Right now, the car is under surgery. We're trying to get it sorted out to go to Trinidad on, I think it's July, for the second meet. And we plan on being there and to defend the championship.
Winning last year's championship was the highest point for you in your motor racing career. Tell me some of the trials you had so far.
Well, technically yes, it was the highest point in my racing, but we used to win the endurance, me and Brian Tenpau, my mechanic. We won a lot of endurances together, drag racing, and came up through the Group 2 group back when it was the 1600 class. We were doing good, but that I would say is the highest point in my racing career.
Alright, tell me now, who or what would you attribute to your success so far?
First things first is my dad. He was one of the biggest supporters of me racing, and then I go down to my team. Without my team, we couldn't be winning, we can't be driving. Everybody worked. Mr. Brian Tenpau, my tuner Rajiv Ramraj, and my technical guys Vishal. Everybody contributed and to make the car a successful winning Group 2 car.
What's next for you on this car?
Well, right now we've gained a little bit more power from last November, but that is what actually broke the gearbox. So we need to get stuff around the engine more reliable now, because the engine is reliable as it is because it's not to the extreme or anything like that. So we need to work on reliability around the engine, like gearbox, drive shafts, stuff like that to get it reliable. And we're not doing much about it. The car is running pretty good, and you just have to get more seat time and get more aggressive with the car.
What about sponsorship? How is that shaping up for you?
Well, actually, Special Auto, Top Power Racing, Full Works, they're my main sponsors right now, and it would really be helpful if we can get more sponsorship, because of the fact we can further develop the car more from where it is. Because as I said, it's nothing too fancy in it right now. It's basically a stock built motor, and we can go from there. We can further develop the car to probably even go in Group 3.
Alright, well thanks a lot and good luck with your title defense.